Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel here, doing all things anti-aging, beauty, and generally trying to make yourself look better. It's she with the wild hair. You'll have to excuse me, I have been doing a lot of stuff today. So my hair, I have these terrible baby hairs that tend to go poof, and there's nothing I can do about it, short of using gel on my hair, which is not a good look. And I am going grey, as you've noticed. My colour was out of stock, I think just due to the masses of ladies going in going, oh, we're going on lockdown, buy hair gel and colourings and everything else. So I had no hair colour. So I did manage to get it today, but I didn't get a chance to pop it in. So I'm here with you tonight. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. I'm in my spare bedroom because my own bedroom is being stripped and gutted and dusted and everything. So it's a bit of a mess. And my studio has just been sprayed with foam to insulate it because it gets freezing cold. So this is where we are. So enjoy. I have got a cup of tea and I have some things I want to go through with you. These are things that I've been gifted, given, come across, and a couple of things that I bought myself that I wouldn't recommend anybody buying. Okay, so it's coming to Christmas time. We're all going to get those fabulous gifts that our friends give us, and we love getting gifts, but the first thing you're going to get is a lot of this kind of thing, which is Baylis and Harding. Baylis and Harding, if you can see it there. So we'll all know that kind of top. It's basically kind of a molten brown dupe, for want of a better, I hate that word, rip off, because it implies that there's something unique about molten brown, and there isn't. They use the same chemical ingredients that everybody does. So basically, if something has a patented ingredient and actually does what it says in the tin, then it's going to be on a prescription, because nobody's going to let somebody else make money off that. So bear that in mind when you're shopping for skincare and you read the advertisements that say the best retinol on the market. They're all really the same. The Olay 24, I think it was the Olay Regenerist, the purple retinol was the one I found over the counter that was the best and did give some results, but it's nothing near what you're going to get with proper retinol. Which, by the way, I'm just going to show you, I am still a little bit red. It's not sore, but it's just a little bit red in places. My chin is a little red, but that's about it. My skin generally has been very good. Although I feel here, because I did my microneedling, I've done microneedling every Monday for the last 3 weeks, I do see this going a bit. I could do it losing weight and it'd go even more, but I don't see it as wobbly as it was, and it is starting to go, and this is starting to lift here. So I can see a kind of a raise here, so this will come up eventually. So it's slowly but surely we're getting there. Anyway, back to the things you shouldn't really use. This is sweet Mandarin and Grapefruit, and a friend of mine gave me this with a body wash thing, and I use the body wash. I do use a different body wash, a Biotherma body wash now, but I used it because I thought it's a waste not to. But this little jar of cream I will be giving to charity. If you get these kind of things and they have body washes and the moisturising cream, stick them please to the boobs down, or the elbows, or the arms. They're really highly perfumed, so don't put them anywhere near here, across here. So your décolletage or décolleté, depending on where you're from and how you say it, your neck and your face, just don't. Hand cream, yeah, fine. They're not dense enough as a hand cream, but they're fine for your knees, shaving your legs, moisturiser. So use them up that way, or do what I'm going to do, which is give it to charity, because I've got lots of these little things. I have lots of, I actually have Victoria's Secret body moisturiser, which is a much better body moisturiser, much better body moisturiser. I think they're 15 euros each or 18 euros each, and they're really highly perfumed, and they're great for the lower body, but as well as being highly perfumed with mostly natural ingredients, they're extremely moisturising. So I'd stick with that. So that's a good tip if you're looking to buy something for somebody at Christmas. Victoria's Secrets, you go in there, they're on Grafton Street when they open again. you can buy the body moisturizer and the body mist to go with it, and it's a much nicer present. It's going to cost you maybe 30 quid. It's a much nicer present than spending 29.99 or whatever it is in Boots for this and a half dozen soaps in a basket and stuff. Just don't put this on your face. So the Baylis and Harding, no. I also don't use Baylis and Harding soap. I used to use the black pepper and ginger, I think it was. It was a fabulous smell, but it made my hands very dry. So, warning on that one, it's too highly perfumed. So it's one of the ones I don't use. I use it for my feet if I'm stuck, for moisturiser for my feet, but that one's getting hey-hoed to charity when they come back. Another one was this. This is a funny story. You're going to laugh. You're going to go, Rachel, what were you thinking? But this is, I don't get focus, will you? I think the lights are too bright and it's not focusing. But it's, maybe if I put my hand, yes, do what everybody else does. So it's the anti-cellulite 10-day serum. Sorry, I was going cream, serum. I use this. It's kind of a gloopy, kind of yellow colour as well. It goes yellow, as you can see from there. But it's a clear liquid, it comes out. But it does kind of give a yellow tinge. It's kind of like vitamin C. When it oxidizes, it goes a bit yellow. I don't know why I'm putting that on the back of my hand. I don't really want it anywhere near me. I got that for cellulite, and I thought, great. And I'd heard rave reviews about it. And I'd also seen Anne-Marie's channel. So if you go to Anne-Marie, I'll put the link to her channel down below. She's really brilliant. And I got on hers, and she used it to lift her lids and to get rid of dark circles. I got that online thinking it was the same thing. It was not the same thing. The cream she's talking about, they do not make anymore. They've discontinued it. And they said it was the FDA, and I can kind of see why. Because I tried this one on my eyes and here to see if it would help. And I tried it here to see, well, if it lifts up this and it lifts up this for her, well, surely it'll lift up here. Because this appeared to be similar, just in a different bottle. So it was just like a newer version or a different packaging of it. So I tried it, and oh my God, this is a serious warning, because I don't know about this stuff at all. This Nivea doesn't sit well with me. I put it across here, and after about 15-20 minutes I couldn't breathe, and I was going, what's going on? And I could actually taste this down the back of my throat, and I could feel it in my lungs. So I ladened myself with Ventolin as a quick inhaler to get rid of it. This seeps in very deep, very deep, and with no disrespect, but with retinoids like tretinoin and different and Tazorac, they warn you at minimal absorption, which is completely safe for anybody as long as you're not pregnant. Please don't go doing that, especially if you're not if you're pregnant. Jesus Christ, don't, because that is going into the bloodstream. I can testify. I was breathing the scent of this. I was tasting it, and I just had to, loads of inhaler, and I was drinking loads, and I immediately washed it off, and it stayed for hours. It gave me an awful fright. So please, I wouldn't use that for cellulite. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't risk it going anywhere near my body. Time for a cup of tea, or a sip of tea, in my big butter mug. Do you like it? I got this in Gothenburg. Yeah, I figured I needed a mug as big as my face. It is actually, it's like the size of my face. It's a huge mug. But I'm a tea addict, so tea and wine, the drinks of my choice. So that's another thing. I'd really warn about that. I will put the link to the product down below, so if you see it, and click respond, comment down below if you use this on your legs and it's fine. I just didn't like that kind of absorption rate. I was like, no. But like, tell me if this is good without putting it on your face like I did, because Anne-Marie had something similar, and bless Anne-Marie, it did work, but it was just a different product. So it's fine. So you have to be careful as well when you got asthma. You can't have that kind of absorption rate in your face. Trust me, I just did it. Another product, and they are just so cutely packaged, and I love them. And every time I see their packages and their boxes, I go, I want them. But there's so much perfume in them that you just couldn't ever use anything on your face because there's a lot of perfume in it. They have a fabulous body butter, which I do use, and if I am suffering a little bit here with dryness from the retinoids that I'm on, I do tend to use it because it's really nice and heavy, but generally I'd stick to Palmer's because Palmer's cocoa butter is better. It's less nasty kind of perfumed ingredients and that in it. And the brand I'm talking about, Soap and Glory. Okay, I think I know you all well enough out there, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, you know, I don't care about your gender. I don't care about what you want to wear. I don't care about how you want to look. You know, I just care about your skin, that you get the best results, and that we can all age gracefully. That's all I care about. Soap and Glory, cute packages and everything, and I really do love them. Like, and I would use this scrub for your life. Again, you can see it was like a gift pack thing I got as well. I would use this on my feet, but I wouldn't put it near my body. And there is face scrubs that they have there that I wouldn't use on my face. I would never scrub my face with anything. The only physical exfoliant I will use is the Dermalogica, and it's the Daily Microfoliant, and it's made with rice, and it goes to a foam, so it actually foams up, and it breaks down into a smooth, it's like suds, that's the best way, egg whipped, looks like an egg whip, and it doesn't actually abrasion on the skin. It's the enzymes in the rice that actually take the dead skin off. It's the only one I use that I physically rub on my skin, but it's like clouds when you rub it on your skin, and it makes your skin so clean. It's really lovely. And I do that maybe once a week. I don't do it too often. The reason why I don't do it too often is I'm on tretinoin, retinoids as everybody knows, and that accelerates skin cell turnover and is an exfoliant in its own right. So when you're on tretinoin on a regular basis, they shouldn't really need an exfoliant anyway. There'll be times you get dry skin, it's flaky, yeah, okay, go for it then, chemical rather than physical as usual. But this, you know, if you're buying Soap and Glory this year, I just wouldn't buy the face products. I'm really sorry, I hate to say it, because they're such cute products, and the whole kind of concept behind it, like this retro vibe that goes on with packaging that I really, really love, and these lovely little cases they have and things that I kind of go, oh, I want, the girl in me just screams for them. But they're really body, you know, again, chest down, so boobs down, girls. Don't put them above, you know. As I said, the odd time I'll rub the body butter a little bit above, particularly if I'm going out and it's a bit red here or whatever. But the rest of it I don't use. So be warned about gift packages you're getting this year. I know people, you know, who don't know what you use, and they're kind of going, oh, that looks pretty, and it does. So, you know, Soap and Glory is fabulous looking. Baby, you know, Bayliss and Harding is fabulous. It comes really wrapped up, gifted beautifully. But just say to people, you know, this year, look, you're on a new skincare routine, and it's an au natural one, and you want to try and keep your stuff as neutral as possible. And, you know, could they get you something, you know, in the Nivea range if their budget is not, you know, obviously not swinging to 60, 70 quid for a gift set of a couple of nice creams. Get them to get you Nivea. Nivea all round is good, except for that bloody demon of a thing. This is the Antichrist of Nivea. In fairness, it's not meant to be used on the face, so that's my fault. But don't go trying it. And I would be worried if you're pregnant using this on your thighs, because the thighs are a little bit too close to the areas that us ladies need to keep very pure and clean for babies. So I wouldn't use this. I probably think there should be a warning on this, not to use it when you're pregnant, because I couldn't believe God, it went right into my chest. It was unbelievable. So if it's going into your chest, you know, and I could feel it, I've got a big chest, it's going in through your thighs as well, so be very, very careful with that one. But the Nivea creams for the face are fantastic. The Q10s, the vitamin C's, they do really good vitamin C. They do a night soothing cream, you know, the one I've used before, so my previous videos, I'll link them down below as well. There is also Avene or La Roche-Posay. They're not overly expensive. You know, there is things like Mortar and Pestle. Oh my God, they're unbelievable. And when I look at the quantities in them, they're not enough. They don't warrant the price. so steer clear of mortar and pestle. I just didn't find them, the quantities in them, as good. If you're going to buy mortar and pestle, it's going to be a very cheeky statement, excuse me for me to say, if you're going to buy mortar and pestle, please consider buying mine, because it's an Irish company and our retinol is a higher grade, a higher level. Our vitamin C is a more stabilised form. Our hyaluronic acid and our collagen are all of higher, purer quality, and they're cheaper. They're a lot cheaper. So just to bear that in mind, I'm not forcing it down your neck, I'm just saying that's the difference between me and mortar and pestle. It's you're paying for lovely packaging with mortar and pestle and the name, the designer element. Another one, I used to shop with these guys all the time, and I put these up because a few people have messaged me saying, oh, I seen in that video I was going to buy the retinol cream and from the Pipe and Rock and blah 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 blah, and then one lady did order from them and got taxed a whole heap, because obviously they're cracking down on the taxes now, because Ireland needs to pay for everybody been on a COVID payment, and you know, we don't have the revenue coming in from taxation that we used to have, and the banks are screaming because they want their money, because our taxes pay for banks, they do not pay for vital services. We know this because there is no vital services. We don't even have enough beds. Anyways, without getting political, Piping Rock is the brand you've heard me talk about before. I used these when I was starting out, and yeah, they're good. This here is the Alpha Lipoic and the DMAE cream. Okay, so Alpha Lipoic and DMAE are different compounds that do different things to the skin, both in around the region of accelerating collagen and moisturising. So I bought that, and I also bought a retinol cream. So you can see it there, retinol cream, Piping Rock, come into focus, thank you very much. And you'll see they're in 4 ounce and then 113 grams, because they obviously still use the old money system. So I got these, and I got Placenta Cream as well, which everybody went, ew, placenta. I'm going, I am not going around killing babies. I said this before. It's sheep's placenta or cow's placenta, I think they use. And they're brilliant, they're great. Look, you know, get on there and they certainly will get you educated on various different things. But it's very mild content wise, okay? Just to give you an example of the retinol. And again, I'm referring to my own retinol, right? Which is, I'm sorry, but I am, because it's the only one I actually know the percentage of, because I've seen no other retinol on the market that gives you the percentage and the source of their retinol. So they don't tell you it's retinol palmitate, retinol acetate, vitamin A. They don't tell you what it's from. They just say it's retinol. I'm kind of going, I kind of need to know where the source is coming from, because retinol acetate and retinol palmitate are two different things. Tell me. So at least tell me the percentage, because, you know, I want to know. So the legal percentage, the highest you can go in a retinol cream is 0.5. So it's a half of 1%. So if you see anything higher than that, it's usually on prescription, or it's like in Spain where I had to go in and ask the pharmacist or the girl standing at the counter, and she put it on the system and they dispense it from the back. You can buy it over the counter, but it's not on the stands in the shop for you just to pick up and take it as you like. It is metered, you know, they're monitoring the stock flow out. And I think to some degree, if you were buying it every week, they'd be kind of going, this bitch is selling it somewhere, you know, and they would cut you off. Because I did go in a second time to a chemist, and he said, oh, you got it before. He says, did you use it all? And he looked at me like I was like, what? I said, no, I lost it. I said, on the beach. I said, I lost it on the beach. And he just went, oh, okay. And he gave me another one. But if you look at this one, I'm just reading, because forgive me, I haven't gotten my glasses on. The difference with Piping Rock is they do tell you it's from retinol palmitate. I really hope you can see this. But look how far down the ingredients this goes. Like, it's way down in the last couple of ingredients. So it's nothing. It's the retinol in this is so little. You nearly have to put the whole jar in your face, and you wouldn't get 0.5%. So it's the same with most retinols over the counter. At least with Pipe and Rock, they tell you where the retinol is in the order. So do have a look at where the retinol is in the order. Maybe a couple of brands might tell you that the retinol is 4th or 5th down. It'll usually be somewhere below 3 down because of the levels. That's just as it is. Even on my bottle, the retinol is probably a little bit lower down. It's about 3rd, I think, down. I have to remember, I have to look at my labels again. It's terrible, isn't it? I don't even know my own products. I actually know what's in them, and I do know it's 0.5%. So it is completely legal, and it is effective. And it's retinol coming from a source of vitamin A. So it's coming from a very organic source of vitamin A. Okay, same with the vitamin C. So just be careful. It's not a bad company, Pipe and Rock, to dip your toe into, but don't be fooled by, oh, it has this in it. Because remember, there's like this again with the DMA. The DMAE is like just water, there's glycerin, there's elastin, there's hyaluronic acid way down, sea buckthorn oil, so that's one of their, and there it is at the end, phenoxyethyl, I can't even pronounce that, but it's one of the last ingredients in it. So be careful what you're buying. Keep it simple, keep it a good strength, keep it pure. Don't be fooled by fancy packaging or fancy deals. I used to get like 3 of these. You could mix and match 3 of these for $12.99. And I thought, hey, fantastic. And then I was ordering from them for a good while because, like I said to you, they're the company that do the 97% hyaluronic acid. So I was actually ordering from them. And then what happened was I started getting charged outrageous shipping. So it was tax coming from the States. So they kind of cottoned on. I was ordering it and they went, okay, right, let's tax this bitch. So the tax was like 30 odd quid and I just thought, oh, here, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving it. So I ended up then going to the other hyaluronic acid that was 97 that I linked before, Piggy Witch, which is very good. If you're not ordering my 100%, the Piggy Witch is the next best thing. It's 97%. Just to give you an idea, if you buy hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, it is, I believe, less than 5%. So it's 2% actually, now that I think of it, it's 2%. So do be careful what you're gifting to people for skincare for Christmas. If you know somebody's into skincare, I would say a nicer idea is get a really nice card and get a nice voucher. And get it a voucher from, like, we're here in Nace, we're on lockdown, local businesses need our help. So try not to get one for Boots. Go get one for Burke's Pharmacy. Fabulous pharmacy down there. You know, and then we have Mars Family Pharmacy in Salins. They're absolutely brilliant for their skincare. And the girls are mighty knowledgeable in there, I swear to God. I go in there regularly and they talk to me about my skincare and they've tried some of my products and stuff and they like my products. And we talk about Mother and Pestle and all the brands they have in there. They have Mother and Pestle, they have Biotherma, they have Avene, they have La Roche-Posay. They really know their stuff and they know about the products, which is fantastic. So a huge shout out to Mars there, family. And then there's online as well. So I'll give you a list of the chemists I use online because that's Mars Family Chemist, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's Mars Family Chemist. And then there's another chemist I use, and I can't remember. It's not terrible. This is, oh, give me a break here. I can't remember. Anyways, get a voucher is what I'm saying. Get a voucher for a really good, or get a voucher for Arnott's so they can go in and have an array of providers. Because I would rather have a €20 voucher to put towards a really good product that costs me maybe 30 quid or 20 quid that I know I love and it works. Or I can get 2 or 3 ordinary things out of it from The Ordinary in Argos or in Arnott's, than a big set from Boots that I go, oh, I wouldn't use that. I'll put that on my feet and I'll charity that. So please, a little bit of thought. This year we're all going to be pretty tight money-wise. We don't have to give huge expensive gifts. I always say to people, my kids used to do this for me. They used to, when they were younger, they used to put money together and get me a €50 Brown Thomas voucher. And to them that was like, you know, 200 quid, like 300 quid. It was a big spend for me. Tea again. But I loved it. Why? Because at the end of the day, that 50 quid, I could go in with the January sales and I could buy a pair of leather gloves or I could buy my perfume. my perfume that I love is €150. I get 50 off it, and I've got 50 off my perfume that I really, really like, as opposed to Boots sets that I kind of go, oh, well, you didn't really think much about that. So please, please, please think about this, what you're putting on your skin, or the gifts you're giving to people who are interested in skincare. And also, it's good to give the gift of something you use yourself through maybe my channel, finding out information on my channel, or Anne-Marie's, or Sharon's channel. You know, I'll link them all below. But you might say, well, I use Retin A, and I use this retinol, and I use this cream because it really works for me. You know, give them the gift of that knowledge and say, listen, I got this for you because these are the creams I recommend, and I use them, and that's why my skin is looking so well lately. So I wanted to give you a gift voucher for that. So that's more, there's more thought gone into that. I think it's a better present anyway. If anybody wants to know what I want for Christmas, I want a truck that will bring all my possessions to Spain, and I want to leave the country. Please take me out here. It's so atrocious weather today. It's horrible and it's freezing. So listen, thank you all for watching. I hope you got some advice on how to shop for skincare for Christmas, and take care, be safe in the lockdown. Love you all. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, share and subscribe, because my numbers are slowing down at the moment, and I really, really, really need to get this channel up and running, because there's a load of stuff that I really want to bring for you. One of the things I want to bring for you is 250 quid, and I can't afford it out of my own pocket at the moment. So really share this channel around, like, share, subscribe, tell people about it. I'd really, really appreciate it. It would mean so much to me. Thank you all for watching, and I have some surprises coming for you in the new year.